let me go over the differences between each of those. So there's really three big ones, right? The software, the business, and then the service management. Those are the three biggest things we have here in Jira. So here is what a business board looks like. It's very simple, very, very basic. It's very kind of Monday.com Asana vibe. It has your Kanbans, you could do your list views, you have your forms, your docs. This connects to Confluence, your calendar views. These are really just views that are showing your work in different ways. And that's literally it. So we have like this item here that I could drag in. This is HURS4. And if I go to my board, you should see HURS4 right here. We actually just scheduled it. So this is really just going to show you a very simple broken down way of work. It does get a lot more in depth, but that's pretty much it when it comes to business spaces. And now let's go to a software space. So as we saw before, this is a slightly different space in the same section for the same product, Jira. Now, in here, things are a little bit different. You have things like a backlog, you have active sprints, you have your development tools, your coding tools, your security, things that maybe like a marketing or HR or procurement team will literally never need. And the biggest mistakes that I see being made in Jira most of the time are just selecting the wrong space to begin with. And then they think that, or a lot of people would even recommend these types of spaces because they're more feature rich, but the other business spaces have everything you could possibly need inside of a work management type board. And when you go with something like this, it just overcomplicates and confuses the non-technical teams. And then they start to hate and not want to use Jira. So definitely make sure you're selecting the right ones. Because as I mentioned, I cannot revert this to a basic business space like the HR one. I have to recreate a whole new space, run a whole migration, reconfigure all the settings, etc. Now, Kanban and Scrum, you can mix and match because both are still meant for software development teams. And if I wanted to add something new, all I have to do is click the plus icon next to the space. And then in here, I could select Kanban or Scrum. And all the work items are shared between the two. So let's say I created Scrum and I wanted Kanban instead. I can absolutely go in and do that, create it, and kind of fix what I need to afterwards, and then even delete these boards later if I needed to. So you can always mix and match those. Now the IT or service management portion, let me find an IT project for that. This is a very common one, right? The service management spaces are very different, and they are kind of structured in a very service management way, which it should be like that, where you have queues, you have tickets, you have live chat, you have incidents, problems, changes. And then, as I mentioned, all of the service management spaces or templates are really just a blank service management space with add-ons on top of it. And if I go into the space settings, you could go through and clean all of this up. So if I go into, there should be features, I could toggle on and off things that are relevant to me. So if this is an IT team, I might want service requests and incidents and problems. But if it's a customer support team, I might turn all of these off and just have one basic one coming in. Same thing with alerting. I might not need alerting, or I may need alerting. So a lot of these are really cool features that you can just toggle on and off that give you features when you need them, take them away when you don't. So that's really it when it comes to service management spaces and spaces as a whole. Again, very simple to kind of pick. If you're a software development team, go with Scrum or Kanban, depending on which one you're using. If you're anything but that and you don't need service management or tickets, pick blank space. And if you're a service management team, go with the blank and then kind of build on top of that with the features. And product discovery, that's just product discovery. I would also kind of start with blank there if you need it, but that's a little bit more niche of a use case. Real quick, I know this looks like a lot. And if you'd rather just have me and my team help implement exactly what I'm showing you in this video, that is exactly what we do. If you're interested, hit the first link in the description below.